हेलो एवरीवन, थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग द स्ट्रीम। मेरा नाम है नीलेश जेटली। यू कैन ऑल्सो जॉइन द डिस्कॉर्ड जिसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। दिस स्ट्रीम स्पेसिफिकली इज पार्ट ऑफ अ सीरीज विच वी कॉल महफिल्म, एज यू कैन सी इन द टाइटल। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं अबाउट द फिल्म द लंच बॉक्स। इरफान खान, नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी एंड अदर पीपल। आई कैन नॉट रिकॉल हर नेम राइट नाउ, आई एम सो सॉरी। बट आज हम बात करने वाले हैं अबाउट द फिल्म लंच बॉक्स। अगर तुमने वो फिल्म नहीं देखी है एंड इफ़ यू वांट टू वॉच दिस फिल्म विदाउट एनी स्पॉयलर्स देन डू नॉट वॉच दिस स्ट्रीम, डू नॉट कंटिन्यू वॉचिंग। आइडियली हम मंथ में एक मैं फिल्म करना चाहते हैं। लेट्स सी हाउ थिंग्स गोज एंड लेट्स सी हाउ टुडेज स्ट्रीम गो। ये मैं सारा इसीलिए दे रहा हूँ शुरू का इंट्रोडक्शन, जिससे इन केस समवन इज़ वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो लेटर ऑन, इस स्ट्रीम को कोई अगर बाद में देख रहा है तो, बिकॉज दैट हैपन्स अ बिट विद माई फिल्म, क्योंकि वो स्पेसिफिक मूवीज़ के बारे में होती है। द टाइटल इज यूजुअली विद द मूवी एंड द थंबनेल इज यूजुअली विद द फिल्म, सो sometimes people want to watch these later on as well. So if you want to watch the movie without having the spoilers, do not watch the stream. I don't think ये उन मूवीज़ में से एक है जिसमें oh my god spoilers मिल गए. I don't think ये वो मूवी है. I don't think you will care about spoilers with this movie. By the way, there are a lot of people say that, and not a lot of people, even research say कि spoilers किसी चीज़ को spoil नहीं करते, which is sad because they are literally called spoilers. Like you have one job to spoil the film, but you cannot do that. Matter of fact, there was a study done which said कि after having the twist or the plot spoiled for them, people enjoyed the films or the stories or whatever they were watching more. I think it has to do with the appreciation of the craft. बाकी तो I don't know. बाकी I don't know. Uh, let's see how this goes today. I'll wait for a while uh, so that anyone who wants to join my film can join from the beginning. जब से हम फिल्म के बारे में बात करना शुरू करें. Okay, I don't want to talk about this. Hold on. मेरे सामने कुछ है जिसके बारे में मैं बात नहीं करना चाहता. But it is scary. So yeah, I would prefer to have people who want to join and then begin. At least have some people who want to join and then begin the stream. Because बाकी लोगों को कलेक्ट करके आगे जाने में it can be difficult. And yeah. Hello, Hume Sahiba. How are you? I was sure कि जिस whoever got you the dog or whoever is the vet has told you that कि जबर शफर को shouldn't fuck with the hair very much, ears very much in the beginning of their life, when they are extremely young, because the ears are can be weak. They're not weak. They can be weak. So yeah, just so you know. मेरे पास जब दो डॉग्स थे, एक जर्मन शेफर्ड एंड एक पिटबुल. जो पिटबुल था वाज मच ओल्डर देन द जर्मन शेफर्ड. सो पिटबुल यूज्ड टू कीप फकिंग विद हिज ईयर. कभी एक कान उसका बैठ जाता था, कभी दूसरा बैठ जाता था, उसका ऊपर नीचे चलता रहता. उसके तो बेचारे कटे हुए थे खुद पिटबुल के. आई गॉट हिम एंड हिज ईयर्स वर ऑलरेडी क्रॉप्ड, सो not cool getting their ears cropped. But what you gonna do, right? They do look better, I'm not gonna lie. Still, not cool. Hey, आज की स्ट्रीम के लिए द बिग कॉफ़ी कप और मग और whatever the fuck is out. हम लोग ज़्यादा टच नहीं करते. हाँ, ओवरऑल फेस को जनरली कहते हैं किसी भी ब्रीड के डॉग की. बचपन में ओवरऑल फेस को ज़्यादा टच नहीं करना चाहिए. अल्टीमेटली कुछ भी नहीं होता. It's all about looks. When it comes to dogs, I don't think looks matters, just like when it comes to girls, because they're all beautiful. Some are more beautiful than others, but they're all beautiful. Uh, बट हाँ, आई थिंक मोस्टली पीपल से दैट बिकॉज ऑफ द लुक्स, कि ज़्यादा टच करोगे तो यहाँ से आड़ा टेढ़ा हो जाएगा. इट ऑल्सो हैपन्स विद ह्यूमन बेबीज, राइट? इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. आई एम गुड एंड यू? आई एम ऑलराइट, नॉट टू बैड, थैंक्स फॉर आस्किंग. स्पेक्टर के बिना शुरू नहीं करूँगा मैं फिल्म. नॉट विदाउट स्पेक्टर वी वोंट बिगिन. I just hope my internet is working fine because मुझे बार बार थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे होती हुई चीज़ें दिख रही हैं. इंस्पेक्टर आज लेट कैसे हो सकते हैं सही में. देखा ह्यूम देखा. इसीलिए तो like I'm the decentest guy out there. मेरा attendance first hour. True. Usually Spectre is one of the first people. Yeah, usually. And did you see that news? Ke Elon Musk's name is in Epstein files. Did you see that? Let me show you. That was interesting. बाद में जब ये stream complete हो जाएगी, I'll just add a little क्या कहते हैं उसको time code कि महफिल्म का कहाँ से शुरू हो रहा है. Right now we can just do whatever the fuck, right? Or did I get a wrong headline? We'll find out. Oh nope. Epstein files link Elon Musk. Good morning. Pineapple looking very good, very nice. What? क्या रहा शुरू? Thanks for joining stream, buddy. नहीं देखा होगा ही सारे अमीर लोगों का नाम होगा. True. Epstein files link Elon Musk, Prince Andrew, and financier circle. Damn, dude, like, imagine. Well, let's not. Okay, what does it say? Congressional Democrats have revealed new documents pertaining to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, which include the names of billionaire Elon Musk and Prince Andrew. Who is Prince Andrew? The file handed over to the House. Lunchbox nahi dekhi. Well, and the files handed over to House Oversight Committee by Jeffrey Epstein, a state appeared to reveal that Musk had been invited to the financier's island in December 2014. क्या हाल है बिंद्रा? Thanks for joining stream, buddy. Did you watch the film Lunchbox? मेरे ख्याल से ह्यूम ने तो देखी नहीं होगी. Separately, the Duke of York is listed as a passenger on May 2000 flight, manifest from New Jersey to Florida. Like the stream. Thank you, Hugh. According to the BBC, it stands for the Big Bang. Oh no. No. BBC is a news show, I think, or a channel or something like that. According to the BBC, Prince Andrew has previously strenuously denied any wrongdoing. Musk has previously been quoting as saying that Epstein had invited him to the island, but he had declined. Oh! The incomplete documents are from a third set of records that Epstein's states supplied. They include phone messages, logs, copies of aircraft flight logs. हाँ देखिए अच्छा हैंड ने देखिए ओके अब इधर मास्क लगा के वायरल हो जाएगा. ट्रू. मैंने बहुत पहले टीवी में देखी थी स्टोरी पता है मुझे. ओके दिन कंप्लीट ओके बढ़िया. The publicly available papers include the name of other well-known individuals in addition to Musk and Prince Andrew, such as internet entrepreneur Peter Thiel. हाँ सुना मैंने इसका नाम. I don't remember who it is though. And the former US President Donald Trump's advisor, Steve Bannon. Reportedly, one line in the record stated 6 December 2014 reads, Reminder, Elon Musk to island, December 6. Is this still happening? Okay. I shared something on Discord. Did you? Yeah, what is this? Why do they do this now? If Pick Me had a face. Okay.
मम्मा आपको
Oh, fuck. भाई बहुत loud है यार.
पता है दहेज अलाउड नहीं है आजकल.
हम लेंगे. किसके बाप ने अलाउड नहीं किया है?
तो
मेरी मर्जी मिलूंगी. इसको विवाह से शादी करनी दहेज देना पड़ेगा.
मम्मा मत करो ना यार. क्यों आपको
क्या नहीं करूँ? शादी नहीं करूँ तेरी.
बेटा मम्मियों को लाइव स्ट्रीम में लाना बंद कर दो ना. ये पागल हो गई है यार दुनिया. Okay, I can say this. You know what? I can say this. I used to think, I shouldn't say this because I don't have any groundings to say that. If I was an extremely successful streamer, YouTuber, or a social media dickhead, then I would feel more comfortable saying it. But I can actually say it right now. Even if I don't have a successful streaming channel, I can definitely say it right now. Don't be a dickhead and bring your family into your fucking stupid IRL streams. People do this. Why? Because because they do not have any talent. They do not have any talent, and they just want their family dynamic to get popular. That's what they want. Once again, because they are talentless, they don't have what it takes to make people interested in their content. So that's why their content is basically, oh look, meri mama, yeah. You fucking dickheads, you fucking retards. That's the issue. And why can I say that even if I don't have a big channel? Well, because I understand it. Because I understand it, and I can say that even if I don't have a big channel, I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try it. Oh, I think I should try this. I think I should try to monetize my family. Like, you fucking retards. Oh my god. इसी ईयर होगी मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली ह्यूम एंड सौरभ की शादी इस ईयर होगी नेक्स्ट इसका चैनल ही मम्मी के नाम पे चल रहा है सीरियसली चैनल का नेम ही मम्मा यार है व्हाट ओके दिनेश तूने कभी शादी पर गेट पासिंग करी है गेट पासिंग क्या होता भाई
मत कर हमको क्या है?
अरे बिना मैं कमा लूंगा ना यार।
नहीं हमको उसका भी
आप
चाहिए।
आप राजमा क्यों
उसको
खराब कर रहे
कमा हुआ कमाने वाला
इतने चूतिया हो तुम भाई तुम बड़े हुए हो इन दिस एज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन दिस वर्ल्ड ऑफ सोशल मीडिया योर मॉम प्रोबेबली हैज नॉट right? I mean, not probably, obviously has not. She definitely doesn't understand the ramifications. And even if she does, she's just being an idiot. I'm gonna say I don't like saying anything bad about any of anyone's parents, but guess what? If you're gonna use them for content, then I have all the right in the world to criticize them. So your mom is being an idiot, dude. She's absolutely being an idiot
पति चाहिए तो हमको पैसा
and a retard.
बहु नहीं चीज चाहिए
अरे तो हम हमारे घर आएगी तो पैसे वाली हो जाएगी ना।
नहीं नहीं उधर से भी पैसे वाली चाहिए हमको उधर से ही पैसे वाली चाहिए अरे भूखे ना
मम्मा,
शादी नहीं करा रहे हम तेरी
अरे मम्मा ऐसे क्या बोल रहे हो यार आप क्या बोल नहीं लेंगे हम दहेज।
पढ़ी
Yes, what a fucking retard. किसकी शादी क्रैश तो कभी शादी पर गेट पासिंग भाई इतना सीरियस टॉपिक व्यूज के लिए छेड़ना एंड देन लाफिंग मम्मा क्या बोल रहे हो well that's their entire life these people are fucking idiots what else do you expect that's their entire fucking lives or at least their entire content lives these people are absolute I've seen this guy who is this guy मैंने देखा है इसको पहले कहीं is he the guy who got broken up with by an actress or something like that ऐसे मतलब नाम था वीडियो का she wasn't even an actress but it's like oh, she's an actress because she left me is he that guy देखा ही क्यों देखते ही क्यों हो भाई देखते ही क्यों हैं लोग इन लोगों को आई हैव नो आइडिया हेलो सुमन बाय द वे क्या हाल है थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग द स्ट्रीम buddy हेलो की हाल चाल सत श्री अकाल मैं हूँ आपका दोस्त सुमन हियरिंग दिस पॉडकास्ट with his all new KZED all right congratulations dude Spectre finally you're here dude been waiting for you बात तो सही है शादी बराबरी में हो तो बेहतर है लाइफस्टाइल सेम होती है तो एडजस्ट इजीली हो जाते हैं एक सेकंड नो ह्यूम नो 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 प्लीज यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस you're new to this internet trolling and shit debate world one thing you need to understand अगर कोई इंसान 10 चूतिया बात करके एंड में एक सही बात कर दे तो यू डू नॉट start your response by saying कि बात तो सही है कि ऐसा भी हो सकता है I know you're trying to be charitable to the other person you're trying to give them a charitable interpretation but that's not what they're saying other retarded shit beforehand and then they're justifying that with this one thing that might make a little sense that makes that's what's happening so never start with बात तो सही है actually ये हो जाता है you might be thinking that कि I'm being fair and this is how these things go but what you don't understand is you're feeding into the narrative at all feeding into this their narrative a lot because when people look at it they're like बात तो सही है ये हो तो उनके mind में everything that is saying is justified by what you are saying now I'm not saying that you're going out and justifying her statement to a lot of people I'm saying this is how this internet debate shit world works not even internet like generally अब ध्यान रखो of course hum साहब साहिबा बोलते मुझे साहिबा वाली याद आ रही है मैं फ़ोन ओके आई थॉट इट वेंट भर गया था जस्ट बाहर गया था हाँ हराम खोर मुझे पता था बेटा तू झूठ बोला मेरे को तू झूठ बोला मेरे को कि मैं कैंसिल कर रहा हूँ प्लान साले जो दिन की डेट के लिए 12 बजे निकल गए रात के हाँ ये वही है ना हाँ उल्लू भाई 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 ओ माय गॉड एंड आई ऑन अ कपल ऑफ पॉइंट्स आई ट्राइड डिफेंडिंग दिस गाय I'm saying this. I know you understand what I'm saying, and but to give you a bit more context, I mean, I'm pretty sure Shubdeep and Bindra can sort of vouch for it. I used to do this a lot. मैं ये बहुत ज़्यादा करता था किसी की अगर 40 मिनट की खैर अभी भी मैं काफ़ी हद तक करने की कोशिश करता हूँ आई ट्राई टू मेक डिस्टिंक्शंस बेटर किसी की अगर 40 मिनट की वीडियो ना तो और उसमें दे आर सेइंग 10 outlandish stupid shit and 3 things that might make sense तो मैं शुरू में in order to give a charitable interpretation मैं शुरू में क्या करता था उनकी 3 चीज़ों को लेके I would try to understand where they are coming from for their entire argument and why they could just be wrong there but they all mean well I used to have this kind of interpretation of what people were talking about when they were making content that's not the way to go about it I don't think so I was thinking okay, I'm being empathetic but I think that's worse even if you know because then you kind of know better but you still fall into the same pit. I don't know if this makes sense or not. Discord देखो अरे अरे शांति भैया शांति she said this multiple times अच्छा she's that lady again Bindra me and Pepo I agree कैंसिल ही करा था पर लोग घर से उठा ले गए हाँ बेटा रहने दे तू अरे अरे अरे
आप शर्म ही नहीं है बेशरम हो ऐसे दहेज की बातें कर रहे हो
तुमको अमीर लड़का चाहिए अब हमने अमीर बहू की डिमांड कर दी तो तुम्हारे मिर्ची लग गई
अमीर बहू की oh my god do I have to engage with this
हाँ तुमको अमीर चाहिए कार बंगला पैसे वाला अच्छी जॉब सास भी कुछ नहीं बोले ससुर भी कुछ नहीं बोले फ्रीडम फुल छोटे कपड़े क्लब दारू बियर सब चाहिए हमने डिमांड कर ली अमीर बहू की तो हम गंदे हो गए दहेज बोल दिया
No, you idiot. You're not demanding के बहू अमीर होनी चाहिए. You're demanding के बहू अमीर होनी चाहिए और वो पैसा हमको मिलना चाहिए. Am I engaging with this now? Like, am I really engaging with this?
चला
बोलती है कि भाई दहेज की बातें कर रहे हो आप शर्म ही नहीं है बेशरम
हाँ मैंने देख लिया इसकी शक्ल देख ली.
हो ऐसे दहेज की बातें कर रहे हो
तुमको अमीर लड़का चाहिए अब हमने अमीर बहू की डिमांड कर दी तो तुम्हारे मिर्ची लग गई हाँ तुमको अमीर चाहिए कार बंगला पैसे
She absolutely understands what she's doing, by the way. They're all just doing it for content. These are like the worst people out there. She absolutely understands what she's doing. So does he, of course. Like, he's. This is how crazy this is. This guy is literally right now riling up his mother in order to make this content, this horrible fucking content. And क्योंकि I don't know if she means it or not. And right, again, ये distinction does not matter now. A distinction does not matter. You know why? Because she doesn't say it like she's being sarcastic. अगर ये अपना कतई मेटा ह्यूमर कर रही है कल को आके you can just make this fucking claim के oh I was just being funny all the time. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. There are tons and tons and tons of people probably watching this guy. I assume these guys are famous. Auntie rocks. कुछ लोगों की जी जलेगी सुन के. So yeah, I don't think people are this is what people are getting from. Of course she does. इस टॉपिक पे कैसा इसका डिमीनर बदल जाता है शी टर्न्स डिफेंसिव मैंने इनका बाकी कंटेंट देखा नहीं लाइक आई सेड आई डोंट केयर कि इफ शी मीन्स इट इन हर पर्सनल लाइफ और नॉट बट इफ एवरी टाइम दे टॉक अबाउट दिस in front of other people that's the statement they have that's the stance they have I'm just gonna take them at face value if she's trying to be funny she's doing a horrible job at it uh, it looks like she means it but even if she doesn't I don't care because it looks like she means it Hyderabad Chapri only MD.Siraj official can save the society. Okay, I have no idea. Wait, what? क्या किया इस औरत ने नहीं she just really wants to sell her son out to a lady whose family or herself can pay money so you know, yeah she wants to whore her son out basically
वाला अच्छी जॉब, सास भी कुछ नहीं बोले, ससुर भी कुछ नहीं बोले, फ्रीडम, फुल छोटे कपड़े, क्लब, दारू बियर सब चाहिए। हमने डिमांड कर लिया अमीर बहू की तो हम गंदे हो गए, दहेज बोल दिया तुमने।
So yeah, that's the basic idea. ये वो लड़का है नीलेश जो स्ट्रीम पर हुआ था। हाँ, आई नो आई नो आई नो आई नो। मूवी स्टार्ट करो आप नीलेश। ऑलराइट ऑलराइट, मूवी स्टार्ट। बेटा पहली बात है ना शुभदीप, मुक्का मारूं तेरे, रुक जा। हाँ, पहले भेजना होता कंटेंट, अब क्या भेज रहा है? अरे मोहम्मद सिराज ऑफिशियल आईडी है, बाकी सब फेक है भाई का। आई हैव नो आइडिया व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट। एनीवेज, किस किसने फिल्म देखी है लंच बॉक्स? किस किसने नहीं देखी जल्दी से बता दो। स्पेक्टर ने देखी होगी, आई एम अज्यूमिंग, आई एम होपिंग। बिंद्रा ने देखी है, ह्यूम ने बहुत पहले देखी है, शिवदीप ने नहीं देखी, ठीक है। Suman, I don't know if someone is, yes, Suman I think is here still. And AKT16, I don't know. Lunchbox देखी है, okay, AKT16 ने देखी है, I don't know if someone is here or not. Anyways, so today's entire stream is discussion of the movie Lunchbox, all right? So, yeah. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. पता नहीं क्यों और आजकल मेरा पीसी क्रैश होने लग रहा है भाई, पता नहीं क्यों, I have no fucking idea. Okay, here we go. Thumbnail अच्छा है. Oh, thank you. I worked really hard on this for like 5 minutes. बहाने मत बनाओ पीसी का, कर देंगे बाद में सब. All right. Okay. If you notice the title of today's stream, by the way, we are officially starting MehFilm, and from now on, we are going to discuss the film Lunchbox. अगर तुम ध्यान दोगे इस स्ट्रीम के टाइटल पे, तो इट सेज MehFilm, इट सेज Lunchbox, उसके बाद शायद फिल्म एनालिसिस, और उसके बाद इट सेज ओशन. That's the word I would use for this film. Let me tell you what it means. You see, ocean. Ocean is vast. Ocean is extremely big. ठीक है, बहुत सारे. It is made up of individual drops. उसी तरीके से मेरे ख्याल से, the way I understood the movie, it touches upon so many things, but in the form of individual drops. So these are individual drops together, not necessarily a merger of the ocean. I mean, it is a merger of the ocean in the sense that they connect with each other very nicely, right? But one thing in particular isn't necessarily a well that you can go down on. Like all of you have fragments of drop everywhere, and then you have some characters. This is the feeling that I got from the film. पसंद आई मूवी पहले बताओ. मैंने बोला था कि इट इज़ सिंपल मूवी डन राइट. असेसमेंट ठीक थी मेरी, तेरी असेसमेंट बिल्कुल ठीक थी. दैट्स वाई जब मैंने इस फिल्म को पहली बार देखा, उसके बाद जब मैंने इस फिल्म को सेकंड टाइम देखा, तब भी आई डिड फील, मेरे ख्याल से शायद बिंद्रा तूने बोला भी था पहले, कि दिस इज़ नॉट अ वेरी MehFilm टाइप फिल्म. तो ये मूवी देखते हुए यू वर राइट अबाउट इट, ठीक है, एंड दैट्स जस्ट व्हाट इट इज़. और a lot of the film just completely flew over my head. It's way above my, way beyond my pay grade. One or the two. So I don't know which one it is. We will not worry about that in the stream. We'll discuss it. I'll start discussing it from the beginning, and wherever you feel you need to interject, please do. कहीं पर भी रोक के you do that as well. Okay, let me see. कुछ रहता नहीं है. जय शेट्टी की नहीं है. हामिंद्र भाई पसंद आई. ओके ओके ओके, वी गुड, ठीक है. सो एक बार बहुत ही बेसिक सा वो दे देता हूँ फिल्म का रन डाउन. वेट, कैन यू? यस, यू कैन हियर. should I just yes, I'll just do this one thing, guys. I'll just do this one thing. maybe we get saved by doing this. God knows. Maybe this stream will be allowed if I just change the pitch of the audio and change the color completely. that sounds and looks horrible now. It's okay. So let me give you a quick rundown. पहली बात तो this whole film starts with this. ये जो I don't have another word but to say this film starts with Mumbai. And इस फिल्म में ऐसे बहुत सारी चीज़ें तुमको बीच बीच में मिलेंगे. It's almost like you're watching a documentary. It's not even you're watching a narrative feature film. It feels a lot of the times you're just watching a documentary. Is it the movie जो किसी की डेथ के बाद रिलीज हुई थी? I don't know. I don't know about that at all. क्या हाल है फ्रिशी? What's up? तो there is इस फिल्म में this lady. We follow her story. मेन जो प्लॉट है फिल्म का वो ये है कि मुंबई में बहुत सारे डब्बे वाले लोग होते हैं, राइट, जो लंच बॉक्सेस को इधर उधर करते हैं. इट्स अपेरेंटली अ वेरी 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 ऑर्गेनाइज्ड एफिशिएंट वे ऑफ डिलीवरिंग लंचेस फ्रॉम हियर टू देयर एंड हियर अगेन. इसका लंच शी इज हैविंग अ हॉरिबल मैरिज. दैट्स द आइडिया. ठीक है. शी ट्राइज टू मेक समथिंग वेरी नाइस फॉर हर हस्बैंड. वो लंच किसी और को डिलीवर हो जाता है. वो बंदा लंच खाता है, इसको पता लगता है किसी और को चला गया, और they start writing each other letters and she keeps sending the lunches and they start talking, and she already had a horrible marriage. He doesn't have much going on in his life and he's about to get retired, and this is the basic story. You got it? Nimrit Kaur, Krish Thi, kisi zamane. All right, Nimrit Kaur, by the way. So that's the plot. Now एक और चीज़ है जो, एक नहीं ऐसे मल्टीपल और चीज़ें मेरे ख्याल से, जो अगर हम इसमें देखें कि कितने कैरेक्टर्स इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, देर आर 4 कैरेक्टर्स आई थिंक एटलीस्ट हु आर इंपॉर्टेंट, मे बी 5. वन इज़ हर, निमृत कौर का जो कैरेक्टर है, आई थिंक इला इज़ हर नेम. The other character is Irfan Khan's character, Mr. Fernandez. The other character is Nawazuddin Siddiqui's character, Shahid or something like that. And the 4th character, which is important, is her नेबर, जो इस लेडी के ऊपर वाले फ्लोर में रहती है. एंड द 5th कैरेक्टर हु इज इम्पॉर्टेंट इज दिस लेडीज डॉटर. ओके, आई डोंट वांट टू कीप स्ट्रेसिंग इट टू मच, लेकिन आई वांट टू सेट अ गुड इनफ फाउंडेशन. ठीक है. सो wherever you feel lost, अगर तुमने ये फिल्म नहीं देखी या फिर कुछ टाइम पहले देखी है, तो स्टॉप मी एंड आई विल एक्सप्लेन व्हाई आई एम सेइंग व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, और फिर या फिर वेयर this is coming from. I'll just give you the context whenever you feel the need for it. And if you feel I'm dragging too much, do let me know that as well. Okay. The lady above her, she acts in different ways throughout the film. Sometimes I feel the film but reflects destiny, interconnectedness, and juxtaposition, all 3 at once. Let me tell you. This would be a good way to do this actually. So इसमें text tool होता है ना? Yes. So we have destiny. I'll just write it here. Can I not make it bigger? Okay, I probably can. Maybe not. Fuck. I don't know how this thing works. Oh wait. Whatever. So, fuck it, then doesn't matter. Destiny, right? Why am I saying destiny? जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि her lunch accidentally gets delivered to someone else and they start talking and they develop this relationship. That's what the film is about. Now, that sounds like a coincidence, that sounds like a mistake, that sounds like the randomness of the world. The film does not reflect it. The film, in fact, does few things every now and then that makes it feel like that this is destined to happen. For example, one of the examples जो मैं अभी बताने वाला हूँ is like foreshadowing. Foreshadow होता है ना कि किसी ने कोई बात कही अभी और वो बाद में होने वाली है, तो मूवी ने तुमको क्लू दिया. So this is not even that. ये उससे भी ज़्यादा basic foreshadowing है. This is like setting the audience up, telling the audience something special is about to happen. This is very much on the face. Look at what her upstairs neighbors say.
देखना, ये नई रेसिपी तेरे लिए कमाल कर जाएगी.
Okay, I did not know मैंने पेज कितनी चेंज कर दी है.
देखना, ये नई रेसिपी तेरे लिए कमाल कर जाएगी.
She said देखना, ये नई रेसिपी तेरे लिए कमाल कर जाएगी. Do you guys hate it? Do you guys want me to make the pitch normal, right? I do too actually. There's no way I'm gonna disrespect the film as much. So that's foreshadowing, right? Little element here. You guys notice this? directed by Ritesh Batra. What? Directed by Ritesh Batra. The Lunchbox. Right? Right? I love these little things like that. Directed by Ritesh Batra. The Lunchbox starring Irfan Khan. I love these little things. Anyways, so you can see किस तरीके से audio के base पे you can easily see कि you were shoved into chaos and slowly you came back to the calm of his office, from the home to the office. We were just following the lunchbox. We were kind of following the journey of the lunchbox as it gets to the office. But क्योंकि ये एक एक चीज़ दिखाई गई है थोड़े से पेस स्लोअर पेस के साथ, नॉट स्लोअर बट मोर रियलिस्टिक पेस के साथ, सो इट फील्स you feel it much more. You get what I'm saying? When you are लेफ्ट विद अ शॉट, जब तुम्हें छोड़ दिया गया है एक शॉट के साथ, एक सीन के साथ, या फिर इवन सीक्वेंसेस ऑफ शॉट्स के साथ, एक मोन्टाज के साथ, अगर तुम्हें छोड़ दिया गया है एंड इट्स वर्किंग ऑन समवट रियलिस्टिक पेस, यू फील दैट. बहुत सारी अगर मैं कहीं जा रहा हूँ ना, लेट्स से मैं कोई सीन शूट कर रहा हूँ कि अरे भाई दिल्ली का ट्रैफिक कितना ज़्यादा होता है, एंड आई एम जस्ट कटिंग, इट फील्स वेरी फास्ट. वेल द रियलिटी इज आई एम स्टक इन ट्रैफिक, आई फील एक्सट्रीमली स्लो, but if you get the pacing right, then the pacing feels the way you're supposed to feel. Okay, anyways, I think I've stressed this point enough, right? Moving on. अब मैं मेन चीज़ बोलना चाहता हूँ जो मेरा सबसे बड़ा टेक अवे इस मूवी से, जो सबसे बड़ा टेक अवे इस मूवी से है, विच आई कैन नॉट स्ट्रेस दिस इनफ, एंड आई हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस थिंग एवरी वंस इन अ वाइल, अलग अलग फिल्म्स के बारे में बात करी मैंने, इन चीज़ों के बारे में, बट दिस फिल्म इन इटसेल्फ इज एन एक्टिंग मास्टर क्लास. This is some of the best acting I've seen in films, without a fucking doubt. Some of the best acting I've seen in films, without it. It is just extremely good. There is no way for me to lay it out for you guys how much I feel that. कि कितनी ही अच्छी मुझे लगी, मैं ऐसे क्लियरली कम्युनिकेट ये बात कर नहीं सकता. स्पेशली दैट सीन जब इरफान एंड नवाज आर सीइंग each other off. I think almost everything, क्योंकि a lot of YouTube पे ना ऐसे बहुत सारी वीडियोस हैं कि बेस्ट एक्टिंग एवर कॉम्पिलेशन. उसमें यूल फाइंड बहुत सारे सीन्स के बंदा रो रहा है बह बह करके, और कोई चिल्ला रहा है दर्द में, कोई किसी का वो कर, लाइक यस ग्रेट एक्टर्स, ग्रेट एक्टिंग, बट that's not all. I mean, those acting moments are great, sure. Also, when you don't have the allowance to act that, when you just have to stay here इतने से रेंज में, and you show extreme amount of variation वो इतने से रेंज में, it's absolutely amazing. It is absolutely fascinating. I've said this many times before. I will keep saying this. Irfan Khan is the best actor I've seen in Bollywood, without a doubt. जो इरफान खान का जो कैरेक्टर है इस फिल्म में, मिस्टर फर्नांडिस, ही हैज हिज बेस लाइन वे डाउन लो, बहुत नीचे. क्या रहते हैं, बाय द वे, थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग, थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग स्ट्रीम. तो जो इरफान खान का कैरेक्टर है मिस्टर फर्नांडिस, ही इज अ वेरी, फॉर लैक ऑफ अ बेटर टर्म, चिल गाय. ही इज नॉट चिल, बट ही इज नॉट वेरी रिएक्शनरी. अभी मैं बहुत एनिमेटेड होकर तुमसे बात कर रहा हूँ. ही इज नॉट दैट एट ऑल. ही इज द एब्सोल्यूट ऑपोजिट. He doesn't move more than he has to. He doesn't speak more than he has to. He doesn't react more than he has to. Everything is done on level 1. And that is it. और वो level 1 में ही, the variation he has provided, it's absolutely fucking amazing. I cannot stress this enough. Okay. Again, to what Hyndra was saying, that this is a basic movie done right. You hire some actors who are not as good as Nawaz, as not as good as Irfan Khan, and not as good as Nimrita. This movie fucking sucks. I'm not saying the writing sucks. I'm not saying the direction sucks. But you hire actors who cannot hold their own while being right down here at the bottom energy level, so to speak. This movie fucking sucks completely. So anyone who wants to learn anything about film acting, watch this movie and watch this movie again and do that 7,000 more times. Okay, now that that's been done. I am a fan of Irfan Khan's acting. Everyone knows that, but moving on.
Fernandez? Fernandez is Sheikh, Sheikh Mr. Fernandez. Sheikh used to work in Saudi Arabia as a chief accountant for a small firm. He will take away responsibilities when you leave us next month. Sheikh comes with very good references. And as he
Just look at Irfan Khan.
He will take away responsibilities when you leave us next month. Sheikh comes with very good references.
The way he shakes the hand.
श्रॉफ साहब आपको बहुत मानते हैं
Look at his body. He just stays here. He's not doing anything almost. Now, getting back to the writing, getting back to the story. Okay. Irfan Khan, का जो character है, Fernandez, he has lost his wife a while back in this film. He is now a widower. He doesn't have children. He lost his wife. He is a loner. Nawaz is the metaphorical son for the span of the movie. अभी मैं थोड़ा सा और लंबे टेंजेंट्स पे नहीं जाना चाहता बिकॉज आई जस्ट डिड द एक्टिंग टेंजेंट एंड उससे पहले आई डिड द montage tangent, so I'll keep things short now. For now, Nawaz is sort of the metaphorical son, because Irfan doesn't have a son. He doesn't have a family. So ये movie ultimately क्या है कि जो इरफान का कैरेक्टर है, Mr. Fernandez, he by fate, by destiny, gets a family. He gets what he longs for, at least for the span of this film. And what happens later on is a different thing. So and that's ultimately the film. Nawaz का जो कैरेक्टर है is Anath. I think he is Anath. I'm still not sure of it, but I think he is Anath. I'm pretty sure of it though. So he doesn't have parents. So Irfan becomes the metaphorical father, Nawaz becomes the metaphorical son, and then there is Ela, right? Nimrata. She is in a dead marriage, so she gets a metaphorical, not a real, literal connection with Irfan. Okay, we're following? ठीक है. I'm just explaining you what the dynamic is here. तो इरफान इज़ अबाउट टू बी रिटायर्ड 1 महीने में. नवाज को लेके आए हैं कि इसकी ट्रेनिंग कर दो, ही विल रिप्लेस यू. ठीक है, उसने बोला ट्रेनिंग शुरू करें. इरफान गोज कि अभी तो लंच का टाइम हो रहा है, 4:45 पे आप आ जाओ. एवरी डायलॉग दैट इरफान डिलीवर्स इन दिस फिल्म, इट्स रियली अमेजिंग. और मैं आगे भी बताऊंगा ये बात मैं क्यों कह रहा हूँ, बट लिसन टू दिस.
करते हैं ना, अभी तो लंच का टाइम है. कम एट 4:45.
4:45.
His entire demeanor, you see, जिस एनर्जी के साथ, जिस तरीके से, जिस इमोशनल रेंज में इरफान खान ने ये बातें बोली हैं, मोस्ट इफ नॉट ऑल ऑफ दिस मूवी, दिस इज द प्लेस ही स्टेज, और उस प्लेस के अंदर ही शोज द वेरिएशन. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग कि द एक्टिंग इज जस्ट फ्लॉलेस हियर. फ्लॉलेस इज, a weird word to use for creative endeavors. Is Nawaz anyone how connected to Nusrat? I have no idea. Okay, moving on now. तो अब नवाज को गलत लंच मिल चुका है. Most of the framing, like this is basic stuff, you guys understand how it goes. I'll just show you how the framing goes on, how the visual storytelling goes. It's not too exciting, it's very basic, and I've shown it to you guys many times. We are in the center, ठीक है, center framing पे हम चल रहे हैं. But what's interesting is this person is having his food with someone. They are having food together, 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 they are having food together. This guy is a loner, right? This is what the visuals are telling us. This is what the audio tells us. This is what everything about this frame tells us. This is what the frame is telling us. This is what the director is telling us. This is how film storytelling works. Unexpected food, smells nice. Surname different है दोनों का. Okay. He really likes it. मैं इनको फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करना ही नहीं चाहता इन सीन्स को, इन फ्रेम, इन शॉट्स को, क्योंकि एक्टिंग इज सो गुड. एंड बाय द वे, ऑल्सो द डायरेक्टोरियल चॉइस, the camera just stays here. जैसे मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, पहले जब montage हो रहा था, we were just stuck with the montage at the pace of montage. At this scene of him eating lunch, we are stuck with him eating lunch at his pace of eating lunch, and also at his pace of being surprised कि ये खाने में क्या आया है. So our pace is absolutely connected to Mr. Fernandez, Irfan Khan's lunch eating while being surprised pace. मैं fast forward भी करूँगा, but you can kind of get the idea. Oh, by the way, also, this frame also shows everyone having lunch together, and our Mr. Fernandez alone, all alone. Look at the whole pace of the shot. You see, you just stay here. This is these are some of the shots. ये जितने भी ज़्यादा shots हैं lunch को इधर उधर ले जाने के, इन सारे के, I wouldn't be surprised at all कि most of these shots are not taken with any kind of permission. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that turns out to be true. That's how indie filmmaking usually works. Was it an indie film? I'm not sure. This is one part of her routine. कपड़े धोने से पहले कपड़े सूंघती है. I think this is like इसको धोने की ज़रूरत है या नहीं, or something like that. I'm not sure. लंच आया, लंच बिल्कुल खाली है. She is happy. She's very happy, and she tells it to the auntie.
आंटी सोनियो आंटी डब्बा वापस आया है.
Oh, wait, I need this.
पूरा खाली आया है. क्या पूरा? हाँ, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे चाट लिया हो. मैंने बोला था तुझे ये नई रेसिपी तेरे लिए कमाल कर जाएगी. हाँ.
Even her acting. I don't want to be unfair to her. Even she is amazing. Like the whole movie stays on the ground, and that's the thing about this film. It stays completely on the ground. She's not. Okay, I wouldn't overact just to show किस तरीके से होता, but you can see she's extremely happy, and you can see how she's happy. She's happy like a human being, not like someone in a film.
सोनियो आंटी डब्बा वापस आया है. आगे बोल क्या हुआ? पूरा खाली आया है. क्या पूरा? हाँ, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे चाट लिया हो. मैंने बोला था तुझे ये नई रेसिपी तेरे लिए कमाल कर जाएगी.
You see, ये जो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं, again, I don't know, I might be over analyzing it a bit much, but you can see in her face, she's extremely happy, but she almost doesn't think this is going to last, or she doesn't deserve it. There's part of it, not that she doesn't deserve it, but there's a hint of, oh, this can't be true. So what I mean to say is that there is a hint of stopping her own happiness before confirming it, before watching this some symptom कि खाना बर्तन बिल्कुल खाली आया है, turn into something real, like her relationship with her husband getting better. Unless she is that, she cannot allow herself to be that happy. So you can see her being happy, even sharing with the auntie above, but there's a hint of that कि not yet. Look at that.
आंटी सोनियो आंटी डब्बा वापस आया है. आगे बोल क्या हुआ? पूरा खाली आया है. क्या पूरा? हाँ, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे चाट लिया हो.
You see that little thing?
ये नई रेसिपी तेरे लिए कमाल कर जाएगी. हाँ.
Okay, so इरफान देखता है कि 4:45 से 2 मिनट ऊपर हो गए हैं, and he's like नवाज वहाँ बात कर रहा है, so he just leaves. This scene, when I was watching this film for real, मतलब before thinking of any notes वगैरह, this scene made this film and this scene, sorry, made me realize कि how much I hate kids. I'm just fucking around, alright? But I kind of mean it. एक छोटी सी चीज और, for what it's worth, I don't know, since we are noticing little things that filmmakers do. In this frame, the only reason this frame is workable is what is the only reason this frame is workable? This frame is okay to have. This right here. Why? If this is not here, there is nothing to look at. In every frame, you need something to look at. This is not lit well enough, and it is too much on the side. There, this is obviously blurred. इन लोगों के फेसेस दिख ही नहीं रहे, so there is absolutely no detail. इनके बस torsos हैं यहाँ पर. We have the back of these people, no detail anywhere, right? the only reason this frame is okay to look at is this guy right here. This guy is not important in the film, but the point is that you need something in a frame for me to look at the frame and feel okay. Imagine if this guy was not here, या फिर ये बंदा नीचे अपने जूते के laces बांध रहा होता. This frame would, you would have nowhere to look in the frame. Again, not something connected to the metaphors of the film, but yeah, just a little thing. What did I write here? I wrote Pardesi song. Why did I write that? Acha, hold on. यहाँ पर भी वो सेम गाना चल रहा है. See, this is what I mean. This film at the same time shows you how this all is just an accident, randomness, but at the same time there are all these different things which show you the interconnectedness or fate or destiny or whatever you want to call it. The same song is playing over here. This is not the only time it happens in the film. It happens many different times. I have 2 or 3 different ideas of what it can mean, but I'll get into it a little later. Should I go into it now? थोड़ा सा पेस पकड़ लूं? I think that would be better. थोड़ा सा पेस पकड़ना, right? That would be better. She's obviously getting ready. Husband is here. Okay. This is why it's a good film for everyone to watch. Because we are too used to Marvel and shit like that. So, yo, kya haal hai, Manoj? Thanks for joining, buddy. How are you? So, because we are too used to Marvel shit, we are not used to paces of films like these. Well, I think we are not used to good pacing of films. It is important for everyone to watch this film because you understand the relationship dynamics. जो मैंने शुरू में बोला, this film is an ocean. This film is an ocean which is made up of individual drops of water. So there are many different drops which contain extreme depth within them, but इस फिल्म में उन चीज़ों को उतने depth के साथ हर चीज़ को explore नहीं करा गया, of course, because इतना time होता नहीं है. So one of the best things they show, बहुत ही easily they show it, and they show it amazingly, is what not to do in a relationship, and that's her husband, right? I mean, आगे मूवी की बात तो मैं आगे करूँगा, but for now this is very cool what this show. तो once again, she made a special lunch for him. वो किसी और को चला गया, इसको लग रहा है उसने खाया स्पेशली और पूरा खत्म चाट के दिया वापस. She thinks, आज कुछ अच्छी बात होगी, आज कुछ appreciation day होगा, we'll have better relationship today because otherwise our relationship is dead. That's what she's hoping for. She was getting ready for her own husband, right? See, he's saying all the right things. लंच कैसा था? अच्छा था. बस अच्छा था? हाँ, रोज की तरह अच्छा था. He's saying all the right things. He even said बहुत अच्छा था. इसने आलू गोभी बोल दिया, उसने आलू गोभी नहीं बनाया था because he got the wrong lunch. He got the lunch that Irfan Khan was supposed to get. So he's saying the right things. कि अच्छा था, बहुत अच्छा था, रोज की तरह अच्छा था. मेरी बीवी, तुम्हारा खाना हमेशा अच्छा होता है, बहुत अच्छा होता है, आलू गोभी बनाया था, मजा आ गया. Now she knows, but that's a different thing. Not only that, he still looks at her, says again, बहुत अच्छा था. Now, why I say कि, in fact, saying ocean is not right because once again, I'm calling these little fragments drops, but they do carry a lot of depth within themselves as well. So he said अच्छा था 4 बार. He said all the right things. What's the issue? Then what's the problem? Because he's saying things he thinks he should say. He's saying things he thinks a good husband should say. He's saying things just enough to make her accept what he's saying. That is a very good way to show a dead relationship. Because when a relationship is dead, जो ज़्यादातर movies करती हैं, they don't do they do a stupid shit. They do कि वो पति का ध्यान ही कहीं और है, ऐसे दिखाएंगे कि हाँ कुछ और बात पे कुछ और कह रहा है, और या फिर he's being a dick to the wife. They don't do any of this. He's just saying it to make it count. Exactly. And not only that, he's just saying it. The issue is he's not communicating, he's saying. He's saying to her कि खाना अच्छा था. He's not communicating that. and she's trying to communicate, but he is not reciprocating the communication. To be honest, this is exactly how I respond to my father's father. Yes or no? All right. He's not appreciating, actually, just saying not happy, not sad. He's that's the point. He's just saying. He's not communicating. She wants communication. Their relationship is dead because there is no communication. There is no intimacy. You can see that right now, right here, perfectly. He's saying what he thinks he's supposed to say. He's saying the nice thing, but he's not communicating. Right? That's the idea. What would be the difference between saying and communication? Well, listening. And listening से मेरा मतलब ये नहीं है कि listening कानों से सुनना, rather observing the person you're communicating with. It's communication happens. It's a two-way streak, right? हाँ, उसको बात नहीं करती. He's saying वो चीज़ जिससे conversation end हो जल्दी से जल्दी. What I find more interesting is he's trying to say the right thing, not just कि conversation को जल्दी से जल्दी end करने का. I mean, there is that, but to me, what I find more interesting is what he ends up doing here, and this is another thing that goes on in the film. आगे जाके इसके ideas और भी हैं. He's doing just good enough for the relationship to keep going. That's what he's doing. And if you have seen the film, you know आगे ऐसे और भी अलग-अलग ideas हैं, you know, just keep going वाले. And he's back on the phone. She's disappointed. She kind of figures it out कि हैं आलू गोभी तो मैंने बनाई नहीं, right? Another little element here. ये वो ढाबा है जहाँ से इरफान खान का फूड जाता है. यहाँ पर इरफान खान कम्स इन एंड से कि मैं 1 महीने में मेरी वो होने वाली है रिटायरमेंट, तो मैं खाना मंगवाना बंद करूँगा और हिसाब मैं तभी कर दूंगा. उसके बाद ही ऑल्सो सेज कि खाना आज बहुत बढ़िया था, ऐसे ही बना करो, वेरी गुड. ही सेज समथिंग लाइक दैट. एंड द रीज़न मैंने यहाँ पर मार्केट डाला है is one of the thing that people talk about when they talk about writing films. Again, I'm getting back to pacing. तो pacing में one of the things is कि अगर इस समय तक ये नहीं करा तो ये हो जाएगा, तो तुम एक एंड गोल दे देते हो. उसके वजह से पूरी फिल्म ना अर्जेंट फील होती है, और जब फिल्म अर्जेंट फील होती है तो उसके बाद लोगों को वो देखना ही पड़ता है, क्या क्या होगा क्या होगा क्या होगा क्या होगा, राइट? समथिंग लाइक दैट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I don't even know where I heard this example from, but I have a character named I have a character AKT. AKT gets an email, कि oh, your very very distant family member just died, and you inherited a lot of wealth. But at the same time, he gets another email from someone else कि वो जो distant family member है जिसको तू जानता भी नहीं था, who just died and left a lot of wealth, there are some other people who are trying to get that wealth back, and they are on their way. Now there is an urgency. Not only that, do I get that wealth or not? I have to reach there before they do, and I have to get the wealth before they do. So there's an urgency. That's a factor which grips people, grips the audience, right? Now, in this film, there is that factor of urgency, लेकिन इतना ज़्यादा subtly है, I don't think it will really work for anyone when it comes to urgency. It works very good with the grounded nature of the film, but it really does not feel like they're pushing hard to grip the audience. They're not doing that at all. So he just says कि 1 महीने में मेरी रिटायरमेंट है. हाँ, why I'm saying this, क्योंकि इसको बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस करा जा सकता है चीज़ को कि भाई 1 महीने में रिटायर होने वाला है ये बंदा, अभी लंच आना शुरू हुआ है, वो रिलेशन चल पाएगा या नहीं चल पाएगा, वेयर द लंच बॉक्स रिलेशनशिप विल गो, व्हाट विल हैपन, बिकॉज वी ओनली हैव 1 month टू सी वेयर इट गोज. नाउ दैट इज अ रियलिटी ऑफ द फिल्म, बट इट इज नॉट स्ट्रेस्ड इनफ के ओ वी डोंट हैव टाइम, जैसा कि हर मूवी में होता है. अगेन, स्टिकिंग टू द ग्राउंडेड नेचर ऑफ द फिल्म. द वे सिद्धू भाई वाज प्लानिंग टू मेक द रिप्लाई ऑफ दैट मेल. व्हाट? आई डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड. Even by Irfan Khan everywhere, like the way he her husband जिसके लिए she was making the food, he's just gonna eat aloo gobi from now on, all right? What else? No play. This is another factor which जैसे कि मैं again I'll come back to my own analogy of droplets, fragments. This is another fragment to show Irfan's overall character. यहाँ पर बच्चों की बॉल चली गई उसकी बालकनी में, and he's like fuck off kids, यहाँ पर मत खेलो. He says no to play. Overall, what is his life? A widower, does not have kids, does not have any kind of relationships with anyone. That's why you see कि जब ये खाना भी खा रहा होता है लंच में अपने ऑफिस में बैठ के, जहाँ पर ये 35 साल से बाय द वे काम कर रहा है, उस ऑफिस में ये लंच अकेले कर रहा होता है, हैज़ नो रिलेशनशिप्स. ओके, बगल में ग्रीन ढाबा था, सेम ढाबा रहता है, इसलिए एक्सचेंज हो जाता है. ओके. और वहाँ उसके हस्बैंड को लग रहा होगा रोज़ आलू गोभी बना देती. अब लगना शुरू होगा. टुडे वाज द फर्स्ट आलू गोभी. What does no play mean, guys? This will feel like a stretch, and I won't be able to explain it extremely clearly right now because that's a completely different long argument. What does play reflect? Play reflect flexibility, and I don't mean physical flexibility. Play reflects flexibility of the psyche. Why? Because when you're engaging in play with other people, you're always testing the limits a bit. There's a sense of challenge, and most plays, most games simulate many different aspects of life in which you are exploring, you're testing the limitations. So your psyche is being flexible in play, much more so than it is from study or anything like that. That's why we like play as well, right? Irfan has no time for play. He has no time for a real life. So that's why he tells the kids, fuck off. No play. We are setting up the character, right? Did that sound too much like a stretch? Let me know if you want me to get more into that, or if you have a particular thing to say about the play thing. Say like fuck off, kids. What is this? Okay, this is मेरा marker literally कह रहा है interesting shot. Why is the shot interesting? Let's see. हम थोड़ी देर पहले बात कर रहे थे ना कि how that shot was interesting because there was something to see. So like when there is something to see, almost just as important is when there are things which are not to see. वीडियो अंकल्स को वैसे भी दिक्कत होती है. ट्रू भाई, हमारे घर के पास तो जब बचपन में हम फुटबॉल खेलते थे, एक पार्क था, वहाँ पर एक अंकल था भाई, उसने तो चाकू मार के फुटबॉल फाड़ दी बच्चों की. एनीवेज, हाउ डेयर यू टॉक अबाउट हिम लाइक दैट. So there's the husband. We don't see any detail. Complete darkness. There's absolutely nothing. Husband is looking where? मैं थोड़ा सा घुमा के करूँ. At the TV. In TV, we don't see anything. We actually, interesting enough, we see LA, which are the 2 letters of her name. Her name is ILA, I think. That's besides the point. I don't know if that's anything or not. We see the daughter. There are details on her face because of the lighting. And we see her. We see Ila, right? There are details here. We see her eyes focused down on the food. She's also focused down on the food. He's focused on the TV. That is the entire relationship right there. There's not tons of things going on with the kid, not the tons of things going on with the wife. Focused on TV. Separated from the family. फक से मेरे साथ हुआ था भाई. गली में हमारे अंकल के मुंह पे बॉल लगी थी. अच्छा, हमारे गली में तो एक आंटी के मुंह पे फुटबॉल लगी थी. गली में नहीं, पार्क में अगेन. But yeah, interesting shot, visual storytelling. This is how it works. One frame can tell you the entire dynamic of any family. You can have this photo, not even a scene from the film. You can just have this photo, frame it, hang it in a house. Anyone can see the image, and if they know how to read visual storytelling, they'll see what it means. So one frame is telling you the entirety of the story dynamic right here. Ideally, movie mein her frames should be as expressive, but you have to do that realistically as well, unless you're making a complete abstract stuff. So that's why it can be difficult. And they're talking. The daughter. There are some other things here as well. मैं कह रहा हूँ बहुत सारी चीज़ें touch upon करती है मूवी, बहुत सारी चीज़ें. This movie does touch upon some feminism. It does. A lot of the times we are with the daughter looking at the mother, and that has a dynamic of it. They do have a dynamic themselves. मतलब मूवी में आगे जाके कुछ और ऐसी चीज़ें होती हैं जिसके बारे में I'll let you know when we get there. How far are we, by the way? We are just 17 minutes in. Okay. I'll make it quick. No, quick things up, right? But yeah, so basically, the basic idea is, well, she's looking at her mother, she's looking up at her mother, she's learning how to be a woman by watching her mother. That's any child watching their parents, right? What's the next thing? Okay, Irfan Khan. So every evening he's having cigarette on his balcony, right? He sees a family. What does he see when he sees the family? He see the lady and the kids. He sees some of the dad, but well, he sees what he's lacking, right? He sees what he's longing for. Look what happened. See, the dad is hidden completely, and this is another visual metaphor they use a lot. Not metaphor, motif. They use this motif a lot. Okay, and the husband being out of the picture. If you notice, Jo Ila hai, our main lady, her husband is out of the picture, metaphorically speaking. Even when we were watching that frame, he was in the picture, but he was also out of the picture because there were no details about him. Now, these people are in the picture. The man of the house, so to speak, out of the picture. Another thing, दूसरा meaning, he's looking at a family. Motif मतलब बताता हूँ मैं. He's looking at the family from a distance, right? That's a longing. He has a longing for it, but he doesn't have it in real life. And interestingly enough, Jo Nimrita's character Ila, she also is longing for a family. She also doesn't have it in real life. Why? Because she doesn't have any connection with her husband. Even though she does have a family, but she doesn't have a family. You know, like you can have property, it doesn't mean you have a home. So that's her scene. Irfan is just homeless in this. Motif, I'll just get to it in a second. And look what happens. The little kid sees कि ये कौन बंदा देख रहा है. The window of opportunity is closed for you, my friend. You ain't getting no family. Yeah. The window of opportunity is closed for him. Interestingly enough, it is what's happening, but it is what he feels inside. He longs for a family, but he feels the window of opportunity is closed for him. So this scene reflects how he feels about himself as a person. Okay, motif मतलब वो चीज़ होता है कि it can be a written word, it can be a scene, it can be a piece of music, जो कि अलग अलग जगहों पे यूज़ होता है सिमिलर चीज़ें दिखाने के लिए, तो उनका आपस में पैटर्न बन जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कुछ शोज में जैसे शर्लॉक वगैरह शो में यूल सी के शर्लॉक ऐसे करके बैठता है व्हेन ही इज थिंकिंग रियली हार्ड, यू नो, सो द नेक्स्ट टाइम ही इज जस्ट सिटिंग हियर वी आर लाइक ओह ये क्या सोच रहा है, राइट? कुछ फिल्म्स में ऐसा होता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर म्यूजिक बजता है किसी एक इमोशन को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए, एंड समटाइम्स इन सम लॉन्गर शोज कि वो म्यूजिक, आई थिंक गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स में दे रियली डू दैट. मैंने गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स देखा नहीं, बट दे डू वन ऑफ दोज थिंग्स के द म्यूजिक स्टार्ट्स प्लेइंग and you know something horrible is about to happen. मैंने वो सीन देखा था, मुझे दीपक ने दिखाया था. You know something horrible is about to happen just because how the music works, I think. but वो motif है उसमें, it's a bit diegetic, like even the people know that something horrible is about to happen, but that's what a basic motif is. So this is what happens. This also is what Irfan Khan's character Mr. Fernandez feels about himself, and he is alone. Like dun ta-na-na-na-na. True. Next marker. Okay. So अभी ये क्या हुआ है यहाँ पर? So इसको फिर से लंच मिला है. By the way, Nawaz is also amazing. Oh my god, it just feels like I praise one thing, that means I'm not praising the other thing enough in the film. The way he enters. In दोनों का dynamics, so far he is like the uninterested father and he is the too interested son for you. You don't need to know what they're talking about. You understand. You understand. Again, this is what we are seeing right now. Not Nawaz and Irfan के character आपस में. Us, the audience and the film, right now we are getting better communication from the film than she gets from her husband, even though, you know, we are living in different worlds and they're in the same world. But look at this. You don't need audio, you don't need dialogues, you don't need anything, just good enough acting, because this scene would do with good enough acting as well, but these are of course great. Last चीज जो बात थी है, he says कि आपकी वाइफ के हाथ में जादू है, जो भी खाना वो बनाती है, and he goes my wife is dead, and he's like oh fuck, well that didn't go well. Anyways, Moving on. Okay. So far so good, guys. Let me know if you want me to quick speed things up. क्योंकि अभी तक we are here. I do plan to speed things up anyways, but yeah. I'd like to know if I'm going too slow or not slow enough, apparently. Now, अब उस वाली चीज़ को छोड़ दे. अभी जो हमने नवाज वाली बात करी थी उससे जस्ट पहले हाँ पेश करो थोड़ा. हाँ, उससे जस्ट पहले क्या हुआ था? निम्रता's कैरेक्टर इला उसको last previous day note आया था कि the food was salty today. That was the first note from him. The first note from him was the honest conversation, but it was critical. She didn't like it, but she liked it so much more than no communication. So the food was salty today. उसके बाद ऊपर वाली आंटी ने नीचे भेजी मिर्चे कि मिर्चे भर के डाल दे खाने में. इरफान ने देखा, oh my god, this is very spicy, and he ate it all. And this time there was no note. So what is this conversation? This is also conversation, right? The food was very salty today. Well, fuck you. This is what you get. I don't have to say anything. This is what you fucking get. इतनी जो मिर्च डाल के खाना डालना और उसके बाद उसमें कोई नोट ना देना. Is it me or do you see how this is showing that I am mad and now it's time for you to explain yourself or make me less mad? Now it's on you, right? Am I fucking crazy? I think that's what it means. I think this is some of the best communication in the film so far. You criticize my food, you get this. And now it's your turn to make things better. खाना उसने पूरा खाया है, उसने लेटर भेजा है साथ में.
Yeah, the salt was fine today. The chili was a bit on the higher side. But two bananas are lunch. They help you extinguish the fire in the mouth.
सॉल्ट ठीक था इलाज, मिर्च थोड़ी ज़्यादा थी, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, मैं केले खा लूँगा उसके बाद तो थोड़ी सी fire in my mouth will be calmed down. And look what happens now.
I think it'll also be good for the motions.
Weird, but okay. And you hear the makhi. It's irritating him. And it's irritating her. Another thing, like I said, destiny, interconnectedness, and juxtaposition. It's not random. It seems random. It's not.
There are so many people in the city who eat only a banana or two for lunch. This chili packed fills you.
By the way, that was crazy. So many people in the city who just eat bananas for lunch. That's fucking crazy, honestly. I mean, look, apart from the MehFilm, apart from the movie and everything. Next point. She looks at the fan, by the way. Now, this is interesting. We are at the fans again. Okay. देश पांडे आंटी की स्टोरी हमको पता लगी. उनके जो हस्बैंड है वो कोमा में पता नहीं कितने साल से. एक दिन उठे थे, पंखे की तरफ देख रहे थे और उसके बाद से कहीं और देखा ही नहीं, तब से कोमा में. आंटी को ऐसा लगता है कि पंखे में उनकी जान अटकी हुई है. तो एक दिन पंखा बंद होने वाला था, उनकी आंखें भी ऑलमोस्ट रोल ओवर हो ही गई, लेकिन लाइट वापस आ गई एंड पंखा चलने लग गया एंड ही वाज बैक. सो द मेटाफोर इज कि जब पंखा गया तो अंकल भी गए. तो आंटी ने तब से जनरेटर लगवा लिया, चल रहा है. शी सेज कि जो मेरे पति हैं वो फ़ोन में देखते रहते हैं एंड जो देश पांडे आंटी के पति हैं वो पंखे पे देखते रहते हैं. बट दैट्स नॉट द रियल 1-to-1 हेयर. द रियल 1-to-1 हेयर इज हर हस्बैंड डज द सेम लेवल ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन व्हेन ही सेज कि अच्छा था, लाइक एवरी डे अच्छा था एंड खाना अच्छा था, राइट. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड कि ही मेक्स द कम्युनिकेशन, वो जो चीज़ें बोलता है इस हिसाब से बोलता है कि चलता रहे, जैसा है चलता रहे. जैसे उनका जो रिलेशन है देश पांडे आंटी का, वो पंखे की तरह चलता रहता है. जब तक पंखा चल रहा है चल रहा है, तो इसलिए जनरेटर लगवा दिया कि पंखा चलता रहे, बंदा चलता रहे, रिलेशनशिप चलता रहे. दैट्स व्हाट निम्रता's कैरेक्टर्स इगला's हस्बैंड इज डूइंग. से गुड इनफ थिंग्स कि चलता रहे. सेम रिलेशनशिप, completely different ways of getting there in different circumstances. You get the idea? So this is more about the dynamic of the relationship. I don't think the real 1-to-1 is the phone. The real 1-to-1 is, well, the choice of the husband here and the lack of choice of the husband of Miss Deshpande. Make sense?
Years ago, you could find a place to sit in the train every now and then.
He talks about Seti. He is like, oh, your husband must be very busy, yada yada yada. यहाँ पर नवाज आके gives his story. Okay, look, he's mad. इतने दिनों से इरफान को सिखा नहीं रहा.
कि आपसे कोई उम्मीद ना रखूं। मेरा नाम सर सर मैं नाम
I wanted to notice जो मैं कह रहा था ना कि 1 और 2 जो इनके लेवल हैं ये उस पे ही रहते हैं लेकिन उसमें इतना ज़्यादा ऊपर नीचे करते हैं. So when Nawaz is mad, he is mad, but he is mad in the level of the character, consistency of the character. Look at the way he's mad.
सभी बोलते हैं कि आपसे कोई उम्मीद ना रखूं। मेरा नाम सर मैं नाम अपना नाम मैंने खुद ही चुना। सब कुछ खुद ही सीखा और ये भी खुद ही सीख लूंगा बस ये बोलने के लिए आया था। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
ये भी कुछ बोलूँगा ये बोलने के लिए आता है. Thank you very much. He's mad and he's mad just like this person is. You can see that he's mad the way this person would be mad. It's lacking in every film. Practically speaking, every film this is lacking. बंदा गुस्सा होता है तो वहां पहुंच जाता है, जब काम होता है तो यहाँ आ जाता है. It's amazing. Yes. क्योंकि you need to understand, it's not कि he is not angry enough. It is like this is how this person presents himself. This is how this person has been presenting himself. हर इंसान के अपने जो वेरिएशन का लेवल होता है. Some people, मेरी खुद की फैमिली में कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं who are way over the top. To me, it is almost like जैसे होता है ना कि मेरी फैमिली में सर में कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं, एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली में, दूर की फैमिली में कुछ ऐसे लोग हैं who are like Mr. Beast in their daily life. They are so excited about all the things all the time. They are almost जब वो दुखद बातें भी कर रहे हैं ना, they are not here where we are right now. हम दुखद बातें भी नहीं कर रहे. They are still there. उनका वो लेवल है. तो anyways, everyone has this difference. अपने अपने हम ऊपर नीचे होते हैं. What's great is all the characters stick to their characters. Fuck. And now look, hash by मैंने सहा था fuck. This is हाँ जो मैं कह रहा था कि मूवी में थोड़े से फेमिनिज्म वाले थीम्स भी हैं. So Nimrita finds out कि her husband is cheating on her. Ela finds out her husband is cheating on her. Not something that I loved about the film actually. If we had the film जहाँ पे husband wasn't cheating, I think the film gets much more interesting. It gets much more. It stays in the gray zone. I know there are all the signs of the guy cheating beforehand as well. लेकिन then the film becomes safe अचानक से. The husband is cheating. Now, again, if the husband is cheating, doesn't mean the wife should cheat as well. But it gives you a good enough reason to justify it to most people. The film becomes a little less risky there. I mean, to be honest, I think in the context of the film के context में बात कर रहा हूँ, real world में बात नहीं कर रहा, जो इतना मरा हुआ relationship already है, that justifies everything that happens in the film. Almost everything, not to the point we're going. But her husband cheating जैसे ही ये कंफर्म हो जाता है, आई थिंक दैट मेक्स इट वेरी सेफ. लेकिन हस्बैंड चीटिंग नहीं करता तो थोड़ा बहुत तो अटेंशन देता ना निमृता को. ट्रू, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि वो फिल्म की लॉजिक में इस बात की सेंस नहीं बनती. एब्सोल्युटली सेंस बनती है. वो शुरू से ही ऐसा लगता है इतना डिस्कनेक्टेड है बंदा. सो अगेन द क्रिटिक इज नॉट फॉर द लॉजिक ऑफ द फिल्म. द क्रिटिक रैदर इज इट मेक्स द फिल्म टू सेफ. It makes me comfortable watching her cheat because, well, her husband also cheats. That's also not fair, right? If your husband cheats, does that mean you should as well? Well, I don't think so. Does that mean you should stay with the cheater? I don't think so either. But I think if we didn't know the husband was cheating as well, I think it would make the audience more uncomfortable, and I think that would be a little better. But anyways, that's just my thing. उसके बाद she comes to visit her mom. Nimrita comes to visit her mom. The story of Nimrita, already she had a brother who committed suicide. She has a father who has cancer for the longest time, and her mother takes care of the father. Right now, पैसे की थोड़ी सी कमी है. She's like 5,000 तक मैं कर दूँ. Look at what the mother says. This is very interesting.
मेरा बेटा अगर जिंदा होता मुझे किसी से पैसे नहीं लेने पड़ते.
मेरा बेटा जिंदा होता तो मुझे किसी से पैसे नहीं लेने पड़ते. While she's being affectionate to the granddaughter. So yeah, that's why the daughter's frames are also important. It says so many things without saying anything, without many shots. Just like you get the vibe, okay, this is the world she's experiencing, this is the world she's growing up in, well, this is the person she's going to grow up to. It says all of that, right? Like I was saying, there were some, feminism, patriarchal aspects there as well. And there is another important thing in the scene, वो दिखाऊंगा, but उससे पहले so she's getting all of that कि अच्छा लगता है लड़की वालों के घर वालों से पैसे लेना और ये सारी चीज़ें, but she kind of says okay, ठीक है 5,000 करा दे. And then she looks at the father. The father again, you don't see the father's face. It just keeps on happening in this film. They keep doing the same thing. The man of the house, you see the person without seeing the person. जब इरफान खान अपनी बालकनी से खिड़की के थ्रू देख रहा था एक फैमिली को, you could see the whole family, you could not see the dad. जब Ela was sitting with her family, you could see the whole family, you couldn't see the dad, because he was turned away from the camera completely. Now you can see the dad, but you cannot see the dad. See? So the dad is not in the picture. Sometimes these sentences do the work. Instead of me having to explain how the visual storytelling or the motif is going on, the dad is not in the picture. Literally. मतलब father और husband होकर भी नहीं है. Exactly. That's the visual storytelling. By the way, another interesting thing. She is also holding the little doll like she has a baby as well. So, in a illogical way, we have 4 generations here. So, what does it mean? I don't know, but maybe, just maybe, it can mean she's not only seeing how women act, she's also seeing how mothers act. She's also seeing how my mother's mothers act with her daughter, and so she also is going to be a mother someday, and she's learning that as well. Just by her having this doll says all of it. अगर यहाँ पर ये सेम बच्ची होती, ऐसे गोद में बच्चे की तरह डॉल नहीं रखी होती, ये कोई बात नहीं होती. लेकिन सिर्फ ये बात होती कि देखते हैं, oh, this is how the world works for women. But no. She says this is how the world works for women. This is how the world works for mothers. This is how the world works for daughters and for granddaughters as well. And she's going to be the mother as well. Just by there are so many layers added just by adding this doll as well. I think at least 2 layers, right? Again, that's what visual storytelling is. It's fucking amazing. It's absolutely fucking amazing. You can pack so many things in a frame. There's more conversation. What is it about? अच्छा ये छोड़ो. I think it's not the most important thing. So I gotta hurry things up too, right? We are over halfway. So that's cool. Now she knows, Nimrata's character, she knows कि मेरा husband cheat कर रहा है. I don't know what to do. Where do I go? Well, there's a place, Bhutan, that is a very happy place. मेरी बेटी ने स्कूल में सीखा है. I think I should go there. And what he does, पहली बात तो there are also hints कि इनकी conversation जितनी हमको दिखाई है उससे ज़्यादा हुई है. But that's a different thing. We don't know the whole of letters. He sends back the lunch with the note. और ये पहली बार है जब उसने नोट भेजा है और किसी का वॉइस ओवर में नोट नहीं सुनाई दे रहा, बस हमको खुद पढ़ना पड़ रहा है. बिकॉज वी आर नाउ लुकिंग एट इट फ्रॉम द परस्पेक्टिव ऑफ निम्रता, मच मोर क्लोजर टू हर परस्पेक्टिव. इट्स शी वाज सेइंग कि मैं भूटान चली जाऊँ सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के. एंड ही इज लाइक, व्हाट इफ आई केम टू भूटान विद यू? इट्स द प्रपोजल. नाउ नोटिस हाउ द प्रपोजल हैज बीन मेड. ये प्रपोज बंदे ने करा है सही ढंग से, जिस तरीके से प्रपोज करना चाहिए उस तरीके से प्रपोज करा है. बहुत सारे लड़के जब उनको कोई लड़की पसंद आती है तो वो साथ में रिलेशनशिप में आना चाहते हैं, बट इफ नॉट देन वी कैन जस्ट बी फ्रेंड्स. आई जस्ट वांट टू स्टे विद यू as much time as I can get with you. उतना. इरफान खान डज नॉट डू दैट. व्हाई? लुक एट दिस. उसने खाना नहीं खाया है. Because if the answer to this is no, or if the answer to the possibility of this is no, then what's the point of any of this anyway? Right? That's my reading of it. And that's, if you really like someone, you approach them. That's how it should be. Well, I don't want to be your friend. I'm not here to be your friend. I want to date you and maybe get into a relationship and maybe something more. But not a friend. That's not what I'm looking for. You never want to set the wrong framework, क्योंकि तुम obviously किसी और को deceive कर रहे हो, तुम अपने आप को deceive कर रहे हो, and then you're living a lie in your mind, or it just becomes too messed up. I can talk more about this, but right now it doesn't matter. I guess it must. ओके, हाँ, एक और चीज़ नाउ दिस इज थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस, जैसे मैं कह रहा हूँ ना बार बार विजुअल स्टोरी टेलिंग, विजुअल स्टोरी टेलिंग, सो विजुअल स्टोरी टेलिंग सॉर्ट ऑफ इम्प्लाइज कि एक फ्रेम में क्या हो रहा है, बट जब हम फिल्म की स्टोरी टेलिंग की बात कर रहे हैं तो इट इज़ नॉट just visuals, which visuals are a big part of it, but there are more things, क्योंकि film is visual, is auditory, and it 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 exists over a span of time. थोड़ा सा theoretical बात सुनने में ज़्यादा लग रही है, बहुत सिंपल चीज़ समझाने के लिए, but look at what happens. Now I want you to see how the visuals work with the audio. हमको क्या दिख रहा है visual? Nimrata's character Ela reading the letter. This is what we see, right? Listen to the audio.
आप सर कहीं खोए हुए क्या?
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now I know to you it might seem like obviously हाँ उसने वो लेटर भेजा है, वो खोया हुआ. I'm saying पूरी मूवी हटा दो, पूरी मूवी काट दो, सब कुछ हटा दो, सारे सीन्स हटा दो, वो फ्रेम रखो जहां पर हमको लेटर दिख रहा है और ये सीन डालो, एंड द डायलॉग वाज ओवरलैप्ड उस सीन में जहां पर लेटर दिख रहा था. आप सर यहाँ कहीं खोए हुए हो क्या? नवाज की आवाज इस सीन पे आती है जब हमको ये दिख रहा है फ्रेम में. So you cut everything else away, just keep this and you get the story. What's happening right now?
खोए हुए क्या?
And also, what it says, what if I came to Bhutan with you? So it's a big deal, right? And Irfan smile करने लगा. Yeah.
कहीं खोए हैं क्या सर?
नहीं नहीं.
Yeah, I just want to praise the acting all day long, dude. There's a Ami कहती थी, I'll cancel that out.
कैसे जा सकते हैं?
She responds,
हम एक साथ भूटान कैसे जा सकते हैं? मुझे आपका नाम भी नहीं पता.
हम एक साथ भूटान कैसे रह सकते हैं? हमें आपका नाम भी नहीं पता. Right? Wait, also, if I'm not wrong, I could be wrong on this. I'm just thinking about this on the fly. I think this is the first time we are seeing Irfan Khan eating from this angle. बाकी हर बार हमने उसको उस कैमरा या तो इधर था या फिर सामने था, which means या तो कैमरा के इस साइड था इरफान खान. I think this might be the first one. I'm not sure. Honestly not sure. But she said कि हम साथ में भूटान कैसे रह सकते हैं? मेरे को तो आपका नाम भी नहीं पता. And he's happy. Why is he happy? उसने तो मना करा है ना. This is what people who do not understand communication say, would think. This is how great communication has been displayed in this film. Because it's not a no. It's like, I want to know your name. Exactly. I want to know you better. अब सिंगल नहीं खाता सबकी तरह कोई है साथ में. Absolutely fucking amazing. What is this? Just absolutely fucking amazing. So he's supposed to meet Ela now. Movie अंतिम समय पे पहुंच रही है. अल्टीमेटली होता क्या ही कोई बंदा कहता है अंकल आप बैठ जाओ ना, मेरा तो स्टेशन आना ही है. तो he wasn't gonna sit, but he then sits and he does not go and meet her. He stands her up. She is waiting. उसके बाद he leaves her a note. He does.
But before that,
तो बेसिकली ये नोट में ये कहता है कि मैं तो देखो बहुत बूढ़ा आदमी हूँ, तू तो यंग है, जवान है, सुंदर है, तेरे पास यू नो nobody buys yesterday's lottery ticket, ये वो. दिस अगेन एक्सप्लेन्स हिज कैरेक्टर, जो कि इसका शुरू से कैरेक्टर चलता आ ही रहा है, वो यही चलता आ रहा है कि वेल यू नो इट्स नॉट द टाइम फॉर मी, आई एम डन, देयर इज नो टाइम फॉर प्ले, देयर इज नो टाइम फॉर relationships, no time for dynamic like that. The window has closed. That has been his character since the very beginning. This is the final attempt of that character to act as if you are bigger than the thing. that is the final defense mechanism. I am gonna make this sacrifice so that you have this better life, so to speak, which obviously is not the case. The truth of the matter is here ke this is the last defense of the ego that believes ke this shit is over for me. And no, sorry, not this shit is over for me. This shit is not gonna go well for me. I'm gonna get hurt in the end because she's young. She's gonna find a lot of people, and I'm this old fart. And that's why I'll just end it right now to save myself the pain. And I'll also act as if I'm doing the sacrificial thing so that you can have a better life. So this is the final defense of his ego. And this is probably the best communication of the film. Empty. She sends it empty. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean, guys? What does it mean? The empty, and what can an empty lunchbox mean? Fill in the details. Explain. You are not here. Why? It's your turn to fill in the details. It's your turn to speak up. So he writes her a letter, of course. But that's, to me, that's what the empty lunchbox means. Explain. This is the silent treatment. That's what it is.
Yeah, I love it.
And Malab, he says the same thing. But absolutely fucking amazing the way this goes. And so he says कि मैं वहाँ पर था, मैं तेरे को देख रहा था, and yada yada yada. Oh, this scene is so funny.
आप पीछे प्लीज है, आगे आ जाइए, दिख नहीं रहे आप लोग. स्माइल प्लीज. 1 2 3. अब एक फोटो सबके साथ, लड़की वाले राइट पे और लड़के वाले लेफ्ट पे. लड़के वाले आप लोग लेफ्ट आ जाइए. स्माइल प्लीज.
And watch. As if it wasn't funny enough. Oh, it's so funny.
आप जा रहे हैं सर.
Very nice movie.
छोड़ दो सर.
So now this guy decides to take the retirement and go where he was supposed to go. She gets the phone call. Turns out her father is now dead. The husband is not even here. All right. सीधा शमशान घाट पे पहुंचेगा. She starts talking how the life was. जो इसकी जो मदर है, निमृता की जो मदर है इला की, शी सेज के पहले हम बहुत प्यार करते थे एक दूसरे से, मैं और तेरे पापा, बट लेटर ऑन आई स्टार्टेड रिजेंटिंग हिम. रोज़ का यही काम इनको, खाना दवाई नहलाना, खाना दवाई नहलाना. एंड शी रियलाइजेस दैट्स हर रिलेशनशिप एज वेल. Her husband is absolutely fit. Okay, yes. Oh, we got the fucking copyright notification. Let's see. Okay. Am I still live? Do you guys see me still? Do you guys see me? Yes, okay, you do. ठीक है, तो I won't play much of it now. So yeah, जो इला की मम्मी है वो उसको बताती है कि I resented your father in the end. पहले बहुत प्यार करते थे, but लाइफ एंड हो गई, मुझे ऐसा लगा. Wait, what? जो भी है, शी रियलाइजेस उसका एक्चुअल रिलेशनशिप